Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. This dude, I think, could have broken his way into that rotation with his ability. This guy's sick.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dime.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive, and they're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense knocking that one away.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Razorbacks looking to convert on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On 4th down, looking to pass. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
They'll try the run. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. first down. Rushes on him. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Send that offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Works the middle of the field. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Taylor wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it again. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Razorbacks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Unloads it left. It's caught. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. The quick out. Touchdown, Ole Miss! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Taylor wants to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. Turning it on. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Might be changing the route. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the left. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are rain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got him in the flat. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. The short hands, it's Clemens. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him, he's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Powell. On the move at the 30. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Can't get him to the ground. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere, but you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He might want another play. Scrambling away. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Razorbacks in the hurry-up. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there.
Did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away. But you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that offense.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Working that left side now. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll run the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Floating away. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out. He goes to his right. I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Taylor wants to throw. Lets it fly. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Ready to send the offense onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to the ground game on the left. Shakes off the defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clemens. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I think because of where they are on the field right now, close to midfield, made that decision a whole lot easier for the head coach to decide to go for it on that fourth down.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that fourth down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Here he comes. This is a gamble. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Send that offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Taylor wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. Floats it out in space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got the 1st down and more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Caught, close to the marker, it's Watkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with the lone back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Snagged out of the air. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Why in the world did he not take a knee? He's down at the 3-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Might be calling a hot route. Taylor wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Breaks into the open. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Handoff to the lone back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down. Taylor
wants to throw it. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Here we go. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown.
Perfect execution on the onside kick. And how about the kicker? He makes sure that ball skips a couple times before popping up into the air and allowing his players to go get underneath it.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The give to the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future. Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Forced out of the pocket. Throwing right. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
Timeout, Arkansas.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.